Wind River Indian Reservation is very large. It's 2.2 million acres, and it's about a good 80-mile radius. Houses are a mile apart. There's more antelope than there are people in Wyoming, so it's very rural. So this is the primary area that we're focused on covering. These are all the different tribal facilities and a housing project back this way. Back in 2001, there was almost no connectivity at all in the town of Arapaho. Dial-up access was hit or miss. You cross your fingers and hope you can stay connected for a few hours at a time before disconnect. Any rain would cut it out. So mainly people had to transport things physically through communities, and it was very expensive. And so around 10 years ago, we decided to do it ourselves. Starting up an ISP is very expensive, and finding the capital for that is very difficult as well. So we did a lot of this really bare bones kind of guerrilla style. Our office is not really super nice. All the money that we've received has gone into the infrastructure, so we don't prioritize, fixing the leaky roof or paving the driveway, trying to get connectivity into the ground for people. And this was our first experiment in doing the fixed wireless. So we shot from here all the way out to Ethity, about 30-some miles from the top of this tank, to connect the communities of Arapaho and Ethity together. This site runs without anything but sunlight for years, for like 6-7 years. Right now, we've got about 1,000 connected through fixed wireless services. So out of the 1,000 facilities that we have connected, there's probably 10,000 people using the service. Not everybody has the ubiquitous access to it whenever they need. They have to go over to a friend's house to use it, or they have to wait until they're at school or at work. We can have 3 generations in a home utilizing the internet service, and it's limiting, and that's what we're working to change.
I grew up here on the reservation for my first 23 years. I've been back on the reservation for the past 9 years. So here in my household, we have my daughter and her son. That's how the old timers lived. It was multi-generational households, and we all help raise Lucas.
The drawing over here is it's 2 otters shaped in a heart. Above it is a model mock-up of a canoe.
My primary living is made through my art, and I sell it regularly through the internet.
This style relates to my Arapaho side, which is the ledger style, and I also use the bold colors that you find in Haida art.
So when I lived in Tacoma, it was the most connected city in the United States, and when I moved to the reservation, there was no connectivity whatsoever. So it was pretty challenging to do work and to communicate with the outside world.
Lucas.
Some of the other internet providers that were providing internet didn't have the bandwidth. Couldn't even upload a photo to send back to a client, so you'd have to USPS it. Now the internet just cut time in half, and I can talk to galleries more. They can see more of my stuff. I can see what's going on in Vancouver, BC, where's the hub zone for my type of art. Being connected to this internet does give Lucas more opportunities. We've been using some language programs, help him learn Haida. He also helps learn his ABCs and 1, 2, 3s through some of the preschool programs that we have on there. And yeah, it has been helping him very much.
This is kind of a layout of where all the fiber goes and all the different houses that go. And then everything with a yellow marker on it is what's been installed. What we're doing here on the reservation is we're doing what they call active Ethernet. We're running an individual fiber for every home passed. So this is as future-proof as you can get. Broadband for fiber optic is the best solution by far right now. The other technologies are just too limited. We were waiting and working with telecommunication companies and ultimately became one. Wind River Internet is 100% owned and operated by the Northern Arapaho tribe, which means all the people that own the company are the people that live here. One of the things that we do is we give priority to tribal members to hire and train. So the majority of the people that work here are all enrolled tribal members. So our primary goal is to get best services we can to the people on the reservation,